My name is Xavier, and this is my video essay for project FIM111. In this video essay, we will discuss the LGBTQ plus community in films and how that impacts everyday lives. I'll be talking about ideology and the negative and positive representations that are portrayed in films that I've chosen. We first look at Pretty Boy, a film which was directed by Cameron Thrower in 2015 and is a short film in which a teenage boy has been forced to sleep with a prostitute by his father to overcome his sexuality. In the book Macho Men and the Queer Imaginary, it talks about how men were expected to behave like men and homosexuality was not accepted in society. Men were expected to be macho and appeared straight in the eye of the public. The reading is by Theo Sinokis from 2017 on page 37. The film stereotypes that being gay is wrong in society and that conversion therapy is a way to fix what is considered a problem. Sean's father is unaccepting of what he considers to be Sean's choices in life. The viewers of the film who are part of the LGBTQ plus community would be impacted upon, as they are very well aware that being gay is not a choice but rather a feeling that we don't quite understand. It's a feeling of love, and it's the same as what straight people feel. At first, people find it quite daunting, but after accepting themselves for who they truly are, do they finally realise how much weight they've been carrying. I will now be talking about the positives that we see portrayed in the film. In the film Pretty Boy, we can see that Katie is a kind and caring person underneath her hard armour. She has impacted the viewers and the father character in the film that even as a person who appears tough, she can also be very considerate of people. She talks to Sean about his problems, and Sean explains to Katie that he's felt ashamed of himself because his dad found magazines with naked men in it, hidden in his room.
My dad found a magazine in my room.
And?
Had naked men in it.
Katie embraces the life that Sean lives and tells him that he can live however he wants and not to let anyone tell him that his choices are wrong.
Then if you want to eat a pumpkin muffin, you eat a pumpkin muffin. And you don't let anybody deny you that fucking pumpkin muffin. You got it?
In this paragraph, I'll be talking about the positive and negative representations of the film Shank, filmed in 2009, directed by Simon Pearce and Christian Martin. Starting with the negatives, we come across a boy named Cal who is very in the closet about his sexuality. He is part of a thug lifestyle with friends who go around bashing random people and people who are gay. Once again, this is a representation of males appearing to act or be macho, and this idea that gay men are not accepted in society. Another source is called Conservative Narrativity, Queer Politics, and the Humour of Gay Stereotypes in Modern Family, indicated that gay men weren't accepted and that being gay was whitewashing society through the use of television, as mentioned by Tyson Pugh in 2017 on page 1. For films like this to appear on screen was considered taboo. A lot of men from these days had to cover up and hide their sexuality to fit into society's norm. Cal wants to fit in with this group, so he joins on the action, which is terrible. The negative connotations in this film start when Cal meets up with a stranger in the bush to have sex, and before they leave the car, Cal offers him a line of cocaine. It's another portrayal of gays being drug addicts who just party and have fun all the time. I think this is wrong to depict in films, as it's another stereotype about gay people that just isn't 100% true. Another negative in this film is at the end when his friend finds out about him being gay, he gets angry and rapes Cal. It's a disgusting display that gays are also rapers and don't obey the word no. A lot of men in the gay community are considered sluts who just sleep around with as many people as they can, and while this is slightly factual, it doesn't focus on the gays who don't do this. There are many straight people who could be considered sluts in the real world as well. This film doesn't portray many positives, but at the end of the film, it shows that Cal eventually accepts himself for who he is, a gay boy, and tries to fix the damage he has done by bashing people. It shows that being a thug boy, there is a gentle soul as well as who does show compassion. Andrew Pulver did a review of the film in 2009 of the movie Shank, talking about how Cal appears to be a baseball-capped, gold chain-wearing teenager who looks like your typical happy-slapping, powder-inhaling gang member. He goes on to mention how Cal found love in a French boy who was being taught by one of Cal's former encounters. Andrew mentions how he didn't enjoy the film, and I relate to that as the film shows a lot of drug use and sex scenes that are quite confronting. We can see in the film how Cow is raped, and that was quite a confronting scene to watch. A quote I really like from the film Pretty Boy is,
It must be exhausting trying to fix something that's not broken.
and this is talking about trying to cure being gay. The crew was very passionate about telling this story and telling the audience to accept themselves and not to give up. I found these films to be quite interesting as they portray gay stereotypes, and it teaches us that the world is very different from what is portrayed in films.